I never told anybody that I know of that I lowered the flag for the last time, because I didn't want them to think I was bragging, and that's the reason I didn't say anything about it.
So what was Havana like then?
Beautiful.
No,
Beautiful city.
you couldn't ask for anything better.
You could travel anywhere you wanted to, and go to the hotels, the shows. It was inexpensive. I mean, if you got a rum and coke and you paid better than 50 cents for it, you got took. And you saw all the big shows at the hotels, all the big celebrities that would come down.
So describe the day
That the flag came down,
that the flag came down. Tell us about that day.
beautiful day. Always in Havana, beautiful day. Quiet. Bunch of people trying to get out of the country still. And the DCM, the Deputy Chief of Mission, the ambassador had left, decided we were going to take the flag down again at about 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that late.
Later than that.
It's,
I guess
it's
I'm
about
around 12, 1 or 2 o'clock.
yeah, 12, yeah, 1 or 2 o'clock. Yeah.
And the three of us lined up, he on one side and I in the middle. And we were on the steps of the embassy, the present embassy. The crowd was there, and there was a sidewalk that went out to the flag. And the people just knew what we were going to do, and they parted, they cleared the sidewalk. No noise, no yelling, no screaming, nothing like that. We marched out, went to the flag, lowered it smartly and properly, stood there and folded the flag up properly, marched back into the embassy. And we're all three are pretty sure that there was a whole bunch of clapping going on.
Clapping from.
The Cubans,
From the Cuban.
they didn't want us to go anywhere.
There was about 200 people right outside the Cuban door, the embassy door.
Trying to get out of the country.
Was there a sense of sadness? Was it somber? Was it? How would you describe the mood?
Not on our part.
It was an appreciation clap.
Yeah.
It was a sad day, but that was my first duty station. And the embassy was a beautiful building.
Just 6 stories tall.
It was the first time I'd ever been out of the United States. But I had been to Mexico City, and flag always flew at Mexico City. And I went to Cuba, and knowing that it was a embassy building,
Go ahead.
without a flag,
But at no time did we feel threatened or anything. I didn't feel threatened at any time. People was happy. It was always been good to us, you know. So there's no problem. There's no problem there.
When we left, all the time we were down there, we had a radio station on Chicago, listened to ball games and stuff like that. And we could pick up radios and stuff like that, music. But when we left, the Cubans jammed every radio station and played Exodus, the song from the movie. And we're floating out of the harbor, and Exodus is blaring out of everybody's radio.
Did you have a sense of history being made at that moment?
Not really. We were just closing the embassy out.
yeah.
It was up to the governments what they do after that. We knew it was a pretty big deal. You don't close an embassy, cut relationships just like that. You gotta have Then we got the interest in there, so that helped, I guess. But,
We didn't know it was gonna last 54 years.
yeah,
You know,
didn't know we were gonna last. I had been out of the country a lot before I got there. I guess I was the junior man there. Been to Japan, been to India, been to the Philippines, been to Hong Kong, Singapore, all that stuff, California. Cuba, great. I can't wait to go back and take a look at it and hope we stay there and hope the Cubans benefit from it, which I think they are going to do. People are going to say it's a better deal for them than for us, but I don't think so.
And you never went back afterwards? You never traveled?
Nope,
no,
couldn't.
we couldn't get back.
So this is your first trip back.
It's the first trip.
What are you hoping will happen when you return? What's the best thing that can happen on your trip back
For the one day,
for the one day? When you go back, what do you
seeing the embassy again. Hope they let us take a look at it. Getting with the Marines, watchstanders, the NCOIC. Just being there. Again, love it.
You might say it's old homecoming.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, you want to be there and you want to be part of whatever's going on, you know. 50-some years, you know, it's kind of a long time to wait to come back. And so we're coming back now and hopefully we can enjoy it. Hopefully things will be different. Hopefully it'll be good for us. Hopefully it'll be good for the Cuban people.
Agree with that.
For me, is seeing if there's any people I worked with, seeing them, and I'll spend my day looking for my old car I left behind.
What kind of car was it?
The 1949 DeSoto.
It's probably still there
Yeah.
somewhere. What do you hope that the American people get out of your visit to Cuba? If you could say to people, this matters because, what would be the answer to the because?
The United States is going to find out that there's a lot of talent in Cuba. They've done so much, so long on their own with nothing. They've got a great health program, I understand. They've got education is pretty good. We may go down there and find out we can learn a lot of stuff from them, which I think we will.